Hey, welcome. So today we're going to dive into a really powerful, honestly, a transformative way to look at the later stages of our lives. It's a huge shift in perspective, moving away from the idea of endings and towards something more like a full, vibrant arrival. Okay, so let's start with what we all know, right? The familiar story. When we think about aging, what's the narrative that we've all kind of been fed? Well, it often sounds a lot like we're approaching the end of the line. And this really boils down to one fundamental question that pretty much shapes everything. Is this whole process, is it just about preparing to leave? Is it supposed to be this long, slow goodbye to the world, to ourselves, and to life itself? Well, the traditional model, it absolutely says yes. It frames aging as a time for departure. The script we're given tells us to retreat from worldly things, to pull our energy back, to slowly detach from our engagement with life. It's an idea we've all heard. But is it the only one? This is where we flip the script. Because what if it's not an exit at all? What if this entire phase of life is actually a profound transformation, a totally different kind of journey? See, the old way of thinking was all about the great departure, this whole process of detaching, withdrawing, and kind of fading away. But the new paradigm, it flips that completely on its head. It's the full arrival. So instead of detaching, you embody. Instead of withdrawing, you engage. And instead of fading, you transform. See the difference? It's not about letting go of life. It's about arriving more fully within it. Now, to really get this, we have to redefine a word that, let's be honest, kind of scares a lot of us: impermanence. We usually link it with loss, but this new perspective sees it as a powerful invitation. So let's get really clear about what impermanence is not. It is not about fading away into nothingness. It's not a call for passivity, for just sitting back and waiting for the end. And it is definitely not about preparing to disappear. These are the myths we really need to throw out. This quote just nails it. Accepting impermanence isn't some dress rehearsal for death. It's a catalyst for life. It's what pushes us to become so intensely present, so engaged with the now, that we truly live with every single ounce of our being. All right, let's keep going, because this builds into an even bigger idea, a whole new relationship with time itself. We have to break free from that straight line we always imagine our lives to be. Okay, look at this. This shows two totally different ways of seeing time. The old model, let's call it Saturnian time, is that straight line we all know. You're born, you hit your peak, and then it's all decline. It's a one-way street, right? But the new model, Aquarian time, is completely different. Think of it more like a quantum network. The past, the present, and the future, they aren't just separate points on a line. They're all interacting all at once. In this view, you're not at the end of some timeline, you're at a threshold. So, what does living in this new frequency actually feel like? Well, it means letting your highest wisdom, your higher self, just infuse every single moment of your physical embodied life. It's not about escaping the body, it's about bringing the eternal into it. You're not dissolving away, you're actively integrating your unique wisdom into the fabric of everything, right here, right now. And this all brings us to the ultimate point, the whole practice of truly living before you die. It's about making every single moment the absolute culmination of your entire existence. Just think about this for a second. What would change if you approached every single conversation not as just some fleeting exchange, but with the full weight and wisdom of all your experience, as if that moment was completely timeless? Or how about this? What if every time you shared something, every piece of advice you gave, was the absolute crystallization of everything you've ever learned, all of your insights just condensed into that one powerful moment? And what if every single act of love, of creation, of kindness wasn't just some small step towards a future goal, but was the complete fulfillment of your entire purpose? Right here, right now. No waiting necessary. It's all here. So it all comes down to this one simple but profound shift, a move from endlessly preparing and becoming something in the future to simply being who you are right now. It means being fully present and integrating all parts of yourself, your human side and your divine side, into this very moment. And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. When you live from this place of full embodiment and presence, the whole concept of an end just becomes irrelevant. You're not heading towards some finish line. Because in the only moment that ever truly exists, which is right now, you are already timeless.